I thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sasmit Patra ji. Next speaker, Shri Prabhakar Reddy, Vemi Reddy. Please.
थोड़ा आपसे व्यवस्था चाह रहा था। लोकसभा में जो चेयर पे होते हैं वो नाम उनका स्क्रीन पे आता रहता है और जो स्पीकर बोलते हैं उनका नाम और पार्टी। यहाँ थोड़ा दिक्कत हो रही है कि नाम नोट करने में
नहीं आता
कि
है।
कौन स्पीकर, तो ये स्क्रीन पर अगर आता रहे
तो मैं अनाउंस करता हूँ फिर।
नहीं, वो उस समय सुनने में दिक्कत होती है, फिर चला जाता है बिल्कुल वो अनाउंस।
तो मैंने नाम बोला है।
बीच में आते भी रहना चाहिए और उनकी विधान लोकसभा के राज्यसभा के भी लोग पढ़े ना कि कौन सा आप बोल रहे हैं।
मिस्टर प्रभाकर रेड्डी, प्लीज। No comment.
Thank you, Vice Chairman, sir. At the outset, I appreciate the efforts of the government to improve the salaries and conditions of services of the judges of the higher judiciary. A salary hike for those sitting at the helm of our justice delivery system is a welcome move, and I support it. At the same time, we must also reflect on the many reforms that our judiciary needs urgently. And some suggestions in this. Establishment of regional benches of Supreme Court. Article 130 of Constitution states that Supreme Court shall sit in Delhi or any other places as the Chief Justice of India may appoint with the approval of the President. Hence, the Constitution makers had envisaged that more benches of the Supreme Court may be set up to suit the emerging needs of our country. To ensure that the Supreme Court is accessible by persons from all corners of the country, permanent regional benches must be established in the east-west southern part of the country. I assure the House that the Andhra Pradesh government will be more than willing to provide all necessary land and infrastructure if a bench is planned for South India. This proposal has time and again been echoed by the Law Commission of India as well as the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Personal Public Grievance Law and Justice, but not going forward. Another suggestion is, I was very overwhelmed to learn that Justice B.V. Nagaratna is on the track to become India's #1 women CJI in 2027. But it is very tragic that India had to wait for 80 years for the same simple feat. Currently, the Supreme Court has just 4 women judges, whereas the High Courts have about 81 women judges. 5 of the High Courts have no women judges, as mentioned by one of our MPs. All of the representative of women in the Supreme Court and High Court is just 9% and 11% respectively. It is undisputable that to improve the quality of justice delivery, especially with respect to women's issues and crimes against women, we need more women judges. Our past record indicates that we have done very little to provide women with equal representation on the benches of our courts. We need to strive to improve these statistics, and for this, women reservation in the judiciary needs to be implemented at the earliest. Apart from the lack of gender diversity, there also persists a glaring lack of social diversity. It is shocking to know that since the formation of the Supreme Court, there have been only 5 SC judges and only 1 ST judge. The situation is no better in the High Courts. Only 24 judges belonging to SC and ST against a total of 850 judges in all the High Courts. 14 out of these High Courts did not have a single SC/ST judge also. Currently, the percentage of SC/ST judges in the Supreme Court is just 6%, whereas it is about 3% in the High Courts. We need to take immediate steps to ensure that greater representation is accorded to minorities in the higher judiciary, which will help to reduce the social diversity deficit in our courts. Need of the All India Judicial Services. Article 312 of our Constitution provides for All India Judicial Services. With the Parliament having the power to make a law for its creation, I support the idea of All India Judicial Services for many reasons. The creation of AIJS has already been proposed by the Centre to ensure that there is a national level recruitment process for district judges along the lines of the Union Public Service Commission, which will help to strengthen the overall judicial delivery system. Apart from this, the AIJS will increase the efficiency of the subordinate judiciary address structural issues such as varying pay and remuneration across states, fill vacancies faster, and ensure standardized judicial training across states. It will also better India's ease of doing business as an efficient dispute resolution system in one of our key indices in determining the rank. With these suggestions, I support the bill and thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Reddy.